Hey, watch lovers, Brad from Brent Miller Jewelers. And today I have a pretty simple question for you. Date or day date? Brought two examples out. I have the Tudor Royal here with both, obviously here, the left, the 38 millimeter with the date only at 3 o'clock, and the 41 millimeter with the day at 12 o'clock and the date at 3 o'clock. And I have the tag Heuer Carreras. I have the 39 millimeter here on my left, date at the 6 o'clock position. And on my right is the 41 millimeter model with the day date at 3 o'clock. I thought we could take a quick look at both of these. I'm not going to go over the specs of these. I will link videos to all the Royals I've reviewed. Maybe not all the reviews, but several reviews I've done listing the specs. If you're looking for that, I will link that video in the description so you can find that there. Again, 38 millimeter and the 41 millimeter. But I don't want to really discuss the size of these today. We've done that in previous videos. I really want to ask you that question is, do you have a preference? Do you want to see the day of the week on your dial? Do you like that complication? Do you find it useful? The price point on these is they're $50 apart, so a little bit more materials, I guess, for the larger size and the extra complication. So price really is not a factor. To me, this question is more aesthetic and functional. Do you want to know the date? The day of the week with your date is the question. So again, the Tudor Royal, here's the execution with it, the full spelled out version of the day of the week here at the 12 o'clock. On this specific model, does cut into your markers a little bit. I know that's a pet peeve for some, and sometimes myself. Don't mind it so much on this one, if I'm being honest. I have usually more of an issue with some chronograph subdials cutting into my numbers. But again, it's not every model, so I can't even say what it is. But looking at the Carreras, a little bit different execution here. We obviously, on the Royals, the dates were at 3 o'clock on both, where we were just adding the day. Here, the date is moved. We have a date at 6 o'clock, which I really like aesthetically. I think it cleans up the dial a little bit, so I like having that date window at 6 o'clock. However, on this day date, we have the abbreviated day of the week, the 3-letter abbreviation, framed separately. Looks like there is, separation between there. And then the date, I keep getting this mixed up, date right beside it at 3 o'clock. So again, given these examples, let me know. Do you which one would you prefer? For me personally, if you're asking me, I try not to give you guys too many of my own opinions. I want you to form your own, and I want everybody to have their own opinion. But for me personally, the Carrera at 6 o'clock is just very clean. Not a huge fan of I'm not a huge fan of day dates in general. At my what I'll call young age of 42, I feel like I know what day of the week it is most of the time, so I don't really have a need for that functionally myself. However, the date is obviously nice to have. I don't always know what the date is, and sometimes have to look at my phone when I'm wearing a non-date watch. However, stating that, I do admittedly still have a preference towards just 3-handers with no date aesthetically. It's just something I prefer. I don't mind a date, but when it's well executed, but if given the choice, I'm going to go no date probably 75% of the time. So anyway, that's my ramble for today. I'm not even going to throw these on wrist. Really just wanted to ask you you know what, I lie. I'll throw these all on wrist real quick. Why not? I have them out. Again, 6 3/4 inch wrist, 38 millimeter Royal would be my size preference of these two. I actually really like the silver dial. I don't see it too often, but I think of the 3 colors, or the 3 original colors of this Royal, I think the silver might be my favorite. Haven't seen that one in a little bit. Really looking forward to seeing the chocolate two-tone and the salmon. Haven't seen either one of those yet, but I can guarantee you this, when we have them in stock, you guys will see them too. I'll definitely get those uploaded and videoed. 41 in black. And let's take a look at the 39 Carrera. Again, would be my choice between the two size-wise. I do love the circular pattern on this dial. If you haven't seen one of these in person, it's just a nice little touch. I do like this model. I actually like both these models. If I'm being perfectly honest, I could own a 39 Carrera and I could own a 38 Royal. I like them both. Probably another reason why I pulled them out today. And the 41 with the date. So as always, greatly appreciate you viewing. Let me know in the comments, do you like day dates regardless of size? And then we can have a different conversation at another later date and time, whether or not we should do day dates in the same size cases. So we'll save that for another day. Thanks for viewing. If there's anything I can do for you, shoot me that email, brad@brendanlmiller.com. And we'll see you in the next video.